Another type of analysis you can carry out with TradeMap is the identification of existing and potential bilateral trading relationships between countries. To do so, the easiest way is to go back to the Home and Search page by clicking on the button in the upper left-hand corner of the screen to come back from any other screen. Once you are on the Home and Search page, you only need to choose the country you want to analyze as the home country and the partner country, leaving the product space empty, and then choose Imports and click on the Trade Indicators button. In this case, let's examine the relationship between the United Kingdom and Guyana to understand the existing trade relationship and to see which products could be increasingly traded between both countries. The table that results from this request presents data at the HS2 level, which is the chapter level, as to present a general and comprehensive view of the United Kingdom's imports from Guyana. To analyze these results, you need to bear in mind the table is made up of 3 distinct sections. The first 4 columns analyze United Kingdom's imports from Guyana, as reported by the United Kingdom for the different product clusters. They present the value of imports in the last available year, the average annual growth rate of British imports from Guyana over the past 5 years, the share each product cluster has in United Kingdom's imports of products from Guyana, and the equivalent ad valorem tariffs applied by the United Kingdom to Guyanese exports. That is, this section presents the existing trade between the analyzed countries. For a detailed explanation of ad valorem equivalence, please review the tutorials on Market Access Map. The second section is made up of the next 3 columns. These identify the value of Guyana's exports to the world for each product it exports to the United Kingdom, the average annual growth rate of Guyanese exports for these clusters, and the corresponding share in world exports for Guyana. The first column also includes a hyperlink, represented by a tiny image of the planet, which takes you to the geographic breakdown of Guyana's exports of the specified products. If you click on it, you get a new table with Guyana's supply to the world of the chosen product. This export data has been reported by Guyana. The third section contains data on the United Kingdom's imports from the world for each product or HS code. The first column is the value of these imports in 2018, with the hyperlink to the specific geographic breakdown of the origin of the United Kingdom's imports of the product analyzed. The second column presents the average annual growth rate over the past 5 years of United Kingdom's imports of the product, and the third contains United Kingdom's share in world imports for each product. In other words, this section identifies United Kingdom's total import demand for the products it imports. If you want to identify in more detail the potential for trade between the 2 selected countries, you should run the analysis at the HS6 level, such that you can more precisely identify the products being traded. When you go into this more detailed level of analysis, you find that there is an additional column at the end of the table. This column contains the estimation of untapped potential trade between the 2 countries. The estimated untapped potential trade is a consolidated indicator computed by the ITC that combines measures of projected export performance, projected market demand, and ease of trade between 2 countries. It provides a theoretical indication about the additional exports that a country could realize in a given product and market annually in 5 years' time. A dash indicates if no additional exports seem possible. For 22-08-40, rum and other spirits obtained by distilling fermented sugarcane products, and 10-06-20, husked or brown rice, untapped potential exists. In the case of rum and other spirits from fermented sugarcane, Guyana has a potential to export around $4.3 million more to the United Kingdom. The untapped potential trade is not computed at the 6-digit level of the Harmonized System, HS, for products affected by a HS revision or products covered by international conventions on waste, pollutants, tobacco, extractive industries, arms and ammunitions, as well as products that cannot be produced, e.g. antiques. For more information on this indicator, click on the yellow eye. Or visit the ITC Export Potential Map application at exportpotential.intracen.org. This analysis can be further refined at the national tariff line level. But this level of analysis only refers to United Kingdom's imports from Guyana and from the world, given that national tariff line codes are not comparable internationally. Also, you can switch from imports to exports and analyze the potential for increased exports from United Kingdom into Guyana. Or you can analyze the data in time series with yearly, quarterly, or monthly data so as to more adequately identify trends and seasonality.